Hi everyone, Squee here, and I have a very important announcement about the Xcom Roleplay LP. Now, as many of you who follow it know, we haven't actually had too many episodes lately. It's been very slow-paced because I've been trying to do it outside of streams, and my time outside of streams has been monopolized by other things. So, we're going to change a lot of stuff. We're going to be doing a reboot of sorts, and I need to explain what's going on, and if you guys are interested in actually being part of the roleplay or just watching it and keeping up with it, you need to watch this whole video to get all the information. First and most importantly, like I said, we will be rebooting. We'll be starting Season 3 very soon. We've got one more episode of Season 2 to go up sometime this week, and then we're going to be rebooting to Season 3. And I know it's very abrupt, but there's a big reason for it, and the big reason is that we started at the Long War Beta 3 and then upgraded it to Long War Beta 9. And this has caused problems and instabilities in the game that I have managed to work around through till now. But I've been in talks with the creator of the Xcom Long War mod, and we're both very uncertain as to the future of this current run-through because it started off at so early a beta and upgraded to so late a beta. We don't know if the game is stable. At any point in time, we could run into a game-breaking bug that will completely wipe out the entire run-through and make it unfinishable. And we've already, like I said, come into a lot of instabilities that I just don't have confidence in our ability to complete the game in its current state. So, while it's sad to quit while we're ahead, because we were kicking ass, I think it's better to restart on our own terms instead of waiting until the game breaks and then being heartbroken because we can't continue. I think it's much better for everyone if we just say we're going to restart on a much more stable beta, a beta that has far more options than we were playing with because we were running early beta. So we're going to be restarting it and rebooting it, and this means that it's going to be an absolute reboot. Imagine a different reality. It's not like we're just removing the base and keeping all the same characters. No, this will be a reboot from the beginning. However, all of the role players that are still active for Season 2 will be moving over to Season 3. They'll be making new characters. They could be based off their old characters if they want. It's absolutely up to them. If you were a soldier in XCOM 2, role-playing as that soldier, and you wish to partake and move to Season 3 and you weren't dead, you are welcome to do so. If you were inactive, you are welcome to try again. However, I would stress, if you've been inactive for a long time, obviously your responsibilities are elsewhere. Perhaps it's best to step aside and let someone else who has more time to commit to the roleplay take over. In other words, if you choose to start roleplaying again, don't go inactive again. There were a lot of people who roleplayed for 2 or 3 weeks and then we never heard from them again, and we were kind of stuck with their soldier's name. So we don't want that to happen again. If you are a soldier that is in Season 2 and alive, you are welcome to move to Season 3. I need to know. I need you guys to send me a PM in the forums as soon as possible, and understand that you will be asked to commit to the roleplay again. For after that, we will be picking people on the list. In the description below is a list of people who had requested to be in Season 2 and did not get picked because they were further down the list. I'm going to go through that list first. If your name is on that list and you want to participate in Season 3, let me know in the comments below. Tell me that you're this guy and you want to participate, and I will take those names, and those will be the first called to be new soldiers in Season 3. We are going to have at least 30 slots. Now, some of these will be taken by people returning from Season 2, but we're going to need a lot of people. So if your name was on that list, you wanted to be in Season 2, you didn't get called up, you're still interested, you want to be in Season 3, leave a comment below, and I will go through you guys first before I start calling for new people. If we get through the whole list and there's not enough people to fill roster slots, then I will be asking people to submit, viewers who want to be part of the roleplay, to make a new list, basically, to choose names from. I assume this will have to be done at some point. I don't know if we'll have to do it when we start, but we'll go through soldiers and we will need names eventually. So we'll figure that out when the time comes. For all you new people who are on the list or are going to be new soldiers or haven't been keeping up with what we're doing in the forums or what we've been talking about, there's going to be a twist to Season 3. And that twist has another big reason behind it that I'm going to explain. Everyone in Season 3 who's going to be role-playing a character will have a call sign of a famous celebrity or fictional character of your choice. The reason for this is because I've looked at our past seasons and looked at what's worked and what hasn't worked and what people enjoy and what they don't. And the truth of the matter is this: the role play is fantastic. It adds a lot to the Let's Play. It allows people to identify with the soldiers and follow their stories. But there are the majority, in fact, of people who watch the Let's Play but don't follow the role play for whatever reason. Maybe they don't have the time. Maybe they simply don't have the desire. They just like watching the videos and that's all they're there for, and that's perfectly fine and acceptable. But to them, the roleplay doesn't add much, and when you have Long War Mod has so many soldiers in it, it can be hard to keep track of people. So I've decided to kind of help everyone out. Everyone is going to have, like I said, a celebrity call sign. Now, what this means is that if you're role-playing a character, it's your own personal creation with their own name, their personality, their backstory, whatever. But when you step off the plane onto the Xcom facilities, your CEO is going to give you a call sign of some famous celebrity, or it can be a fictional character too, that they think you remind them of. And this is what name is going to be displayed when you're on mission. This is what your character will be referred to during the missions by their call sign. This not only has roots in the real world. People don't use their real name in combat too often. You have call signs to avoid that kind of information. And it helps those who don't follow the role play, because the simple truth is, if you're just watching the video, you can connect much more if everyone's named after famous people you know and love. So in other words, the people, when I did this a few times, I did a couple celebrity XCOM run-throughs where it was like, you know, Michael Jackson and Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford, and people loved it. So the idea is to try and bring both of those together. For those of you who want to follow the roleplay and be a part of the roleplay, or just really enjoy reading the journal entries and bios, all of that is there for you. We're not actually going to have famous people in XCOM. It's not actually going to be Clint Eastwood running around. It's just going to be some guy who the CEO thought reminded him of Clint Eastwood. So the bios and journal entries will be completely original, and you can follow those. But for those of you who don't follow the roleplay or just watch the video, you get to see Clint Eastwood running around, and you can identify with that name, and you can think, okay, I love Clint Eastwood, this guy's now my favorite. And hopefully this will allow everyone to get more enjoyment out of the videos. We're going to try this out, and we're going to see how it goes, because the truth of the matter is, if you don't have the time or the will to follow the Let's Play, and everyone's named some name you've never heard of before, it's much harder for you to get attached to them. So, like I said, if you are chosen for Season 3, if you're in the list of names below and you want to partake, you get to make your own character, your own personality. Everything is custom to the way you want. All you're asked to do is to choose a famous person or fictional character that your soldier resembles, and that will be your call sign, and that'll be your name. Well, that'll be the name that's displayed on your character. Now, you can choose to have your nickname be your real name, and I think that's a great option for it. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to try that for Season 3. I'm going to be starting this soon. What I'm going to do is, as I said at the beginning of this video, it's been moving at a snail's pace because my time has been hard to come by. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start streaming all these episodes, and hopefully what I will do is stream twice a week. One on Saturday evenings and one sometime, I'll have to get back to you on it, but hopefully maybe Wednesday afternoons. And the point of this is I'm going to make them part of my streams on TGN so that we are guaranteed every week to have new episodes. We won't have to wait 3 weeks for me to get an episode out. Plus, it's always fun to follow XCOM in a live stream. You guys get to be there when it's happening. You can cheer on your favorite characters. You get to be there live when they die or when they kick ass. It's a lot of fun. So we're going to do it that way. Inferno will be joining me on Saturday evenings, so he will still be helping me commentate. I'm trying to get a hold of Mickey to com with me on weekday, so it'll be kind of a half and half thing. But yeah, so that's the big thing. The important thing, because I want to try and get this started soon, as in I kind of want to try and stream episode 1 tomorrow, but only if I have enough names and whatnot to do it. So if your name is on the list below, leave a comment in YouTube and I will be taking basically the first number of, however many people, until I don't need them, and then everyone else will go on the reserve list for when we need more soldiers. If we don't have enough, then I'll start asking the community for more people to roleplay. I'm very excited for this. Hopefully you guys are too, and I will also leave in the description below the link to the XCOM roleplay forums. There is the general discussion, which you guys are welcome to read and take part in. There is also the Season 3 bios. Do not post in there until I have said you are cleared to post in there. All right? Okay, everyone, so we're going to restart. I'm going to be upgrading to beta. I think they're like at beta 13 now, so there's going to be a lot of new toys to play with. I'm very excited. Hopefully you guys are too. If you love the roleplay aspect, there's going to be a lot for you there. If you just like watching the videos, hopefully you'll get more enjoyment of watching your favorite fictional characters and celebrities running around. We'll just have to see how this works, and I will see you guys on the field. So, woot!